Good evening, Rams. I'm Kenneth Frederick, and I am here interviewing the ASCSU election candidates. I'm joined tonight by Evan Welch.
Hello, everyone. I'm Evan Welch. I'm a candidate for running for speaker for ASCSU, and I'm and then for me, I'm the chair for University Affairs Committee in ASCSU, and I've been a part of ASCSU for 2 years right now. And so the reason why I'm running is because I have a lot of experience in ASCSU. I know what's happening in ASCSU, and I know how to fix it, because unfortunately, ASCSU does need to be improved, and so a good amount of my campaign, when I become a speaker, will be improving Senate. That is why my 3 words are transparency, community, and communication. Those are all because those are the 3 most important parts. Community is because ASCSU community right now is not perfect. I wouldn't call it toxic, but it is unfortunately fairly close. We are working on it, we are improving it, but that really needs a full improve. So I'll be talking to each senator who gets elected over the summer. We'll be going through how ASCSU works, and I'll be asking each senator as speaker what they want to do as a senator. And so I'll go through what they want to get done, and also ask them what they want me to do, because I'm a speaker and I need to help them, and I'll guide them. And once we have a long conversation, I'll be able to guide them through what they want to work on. And in past years, as I was a senator, I was never really guided on things to work on, so it was really hard for me to write bills or write resolutions or anything. So it made it very difficult. But if I become speaker, I will make sure to help every single senator and also the people in leadership to get things, to know what's going on, to help them work on stuff. And the other thing I'm going to be doing is with transparency is, lately I feel like communication is really good, but you need transparency as well, because if you just do communication, you can communicate what you want people to know, but you can not let people know about other stuff. But with transparency, I will be open about everything. Even if it's bad, I will make sure that the student body knows exactly what goes on. And so with that, I will be posting the minutes for the Senate leadership. We have a cabinet meeting. I'll be posting those minutes on our website. I'll be posting the minutes of our Senate session on our website every week as well. And I'll be asking each chair of a committee to give me their minutes so I can post them on the website as well, just so every student is able to see what's going on and is able to see it, because there will be good things, there will be bad things, and I won't hide it. If something bad happens, you'll all get to see, and I will hope it doesn't happen again, but if something bad happens, I will let you all know. But I'm hoping that doesn't happen because of all this other stuff I plan on working on. And then with communication, I plan on communicating everything that's going on. There's a weekly email sent out for senators and anyone at ASCSU, including the president and judicial. They get a weekly email every single week. I'll be making sure that I give a weekly report, so weekly report every week, very similar to what executive does. They do a weekly report. It makes sense. They do a lot of work. I won't be probably making my Senate leadership fill it out every single week, but I will ask them to put on there what they're doing as well, just so you can know what leadership's doing as well. But I know for me, because I will be working 20 hours a week, you will be able to know what we'll be working on. And I will be recording my hours. So if you're curious, you can see what I did for those 20 hours each week. It might just be me answering emails for 5 hours. But you will get to see that. You'll see every single thing I do. We'll be very transparent. We'll communicate a lot, because that's what we need to rebuild the connection with ASCSU and a student body. I feel like that is slowly slipping away, and I do plan on bringing it back in so we can work together, get so much more stuff done, because ASCSU, we only exist for the students, for you all, each and every single one of you. So I will be working on improving that. And as speaker, if you send me email, no matter what it is, to say hi, I will respond to you in 3 business days, no matter what. If it's a very long, complicated email, I need to put more thought in it, I might reply and be hey, this is a complex email, and I need to write a lot about it. So unfortunately, it's going to take longer, and I'll tell you how long it's going to take. But you'll get at least a response in 3 business days, so you all know what's going on. And inside of Senate, there's a lot of stuff I want to work on. First, I mentioned I want to improve relations with the senators by doing one-on-ones over the summer. We'll be talking. The other thing is, last year, because of the transition to power, we didn't get bylaws done until actually this year. It was supposed to be done last year. And in the Constitution, we're supposed to get that done the first week of fall in the Constitution. And unfortunately, the year before that, we had COVID, so we didn't meet until October, so that hasn't been a thing, and like we haven't known how to do it. So as speaker, I will ask each committee chair to have at least one committee meeting or two, however long it takes, hopefully on Zoom. I will help them as much as possible. To have a meeting where we go over the bylaws and go over the job descriptions so we can get them done by week 1. If this doesn't happen, if it seems like we can't do that, I will be writing a lex where we move it to appropriate time. But I believe if we would change it to week 4 or week 3 or week 2, we will still miss it because like this, we need to see if we can hit the deadline first. So I'll be trying to work on filling out the deadline first by meeting with them and making sure we get that stuff done. And of course, to do that, I will be having a really strong community. I'll be trying to build a very strong community with my Senate leadership. Unfortunately, this year, Senate leadership has not gone along. If you have been paying attention to Senate leadership, you are fully aware of that. Like, read an article, and you'll even see what I have said. So I will be working my butt off to make it so we have a very good community. I will be talking to each one-on-one, about what's going on, like what they want, because each position is different. The recruitment attendant officer, then we have very different goals than the chair of university affairs, and so I'll be asking what their goals are, and I will work on ways to improve them. And I'll also asking them what they can do for me to make sure that stuff gets done. With that communication, we'll be able to get more stuff done and we'll work well. And if unfortunately there is a disagreement, like people aren't getting along, which it'll very possibly happen, I will work on ways to make it so we can get together. The first thing I'll do, and I talked about this last night in Senate, was I will try to have a one-on-one conversation with each person to make it so I understand what's going on. Everyone does have their own side of the story. I saw this happen in Senate leadership this year. 2 other people in Senate leadership could not get along, and I do believe it's because they unfortunately just couldn't, I don't want to make speculation or anything, but they unfortunately couldn't get along. And so because I saw that, I know, okay, as speaker, I need to have one-on-one conversations with people so I can know what's going on and then bring it to the next person. Then I'll be having conversations with those 2 people and me. We will work things out. And if that doesn't happen, then I'll go to there's a judicial branch, we'll go to them to help moderate. If that doesn't work, I'll go to the advisors. And if that doesn't work, I will contact the Student Resolution Center. I've met them. They're great people. I believe if we can get stuff done, I will be using that service. It's a student fee service, and I will be using it. I don't think that will happen. And also, if unfortunately me and someone in leadership isn't getting along, and we argue a lot, I will be contacting judicial or having the president of ASCSU have a one-on-one conversation with me and that individual to get both our sides. So basically, they'll do the same type process I want to do, but they'll do it because if I try to mediate it, I can't mediate it because I'm going to be influencing it.
No, absolutely. It seems like you have a really good understanding of what the conflicts are inside of the ASCSU and how you plan on dealing with them.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you so much for tuning in, Rams. That is unfortunately all the time we have with Mr. Welch, but you will be able to see him on the ballot starting next week.